Breaking news, Langley Austin returning to Franklin County Speedway for the 2025 season. It is confirmed the contract has been signed. He's going to pay you more money than you ever got before. You just got to race a couple weeks for free. How was that? Did you like that?
What a crackhead, man.
Eventually, you're going to stop asking me to open the show.
Man, well, I don't want to come on here and just keep going. All right, guys, we're here. We're back.
That's why I think that
Live.
was better.
We're live. No, it was not better. It's a freaking lie. You about could have had me dropping the F bomb in the beginning of the show here.
Look,
Oh,
everybody's
my
going to be
God.
sharing it. They're going to listen to the first 8 seconds. They're not going to listen to the rest. They're going to be sharing it.
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, that's not at all true. I have had zero conversations about taking the track back over.
What's understood doesn't need to be explained. All right.
Yeah. Jesus, I'm about to hit stop. I'm about to hit stop and said, never mind, I'll just open the show here. Okay.
No, Langley's running a NASCAR Heat 5 league.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
it. We're going to Bristol for every race. That's the only way I'll run. It's the only track I like on the game.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Bristol's awesome.
Bristol's my favorite track. I like to knock the hell out of people, so it works. I like to Keyshawn them some bitches every chance I get.
It's my favorite thing on iRacing is ARCA cars at Bristol.
Oh man, I haven't had iRacing since like 2007. I'd love to run ARCA cars at Bristol. I mean, hell, I'd like to take the mini stocks to Bristol. That would be a good one.
Those things got deceiving power, the
Yeah.
ARCA cars.
Yeah. Oh yeah. ARCA
You'll
cars
spin
got a
that
lot
thing the
of.
hell out in a quick hurry up if you're trying to mash it too hard.
It's like when the Super Cup cars and the Grand National Super Series comes to Franklin County. I mean, like, man, you hear them think. I mean, if they could ever put like the power to the ground, if they were getting all that traction of all the engine when they throttle up, I mean, them things would be like rockets down the front straightaway.
The closest thing I could get was doing ARCA at Hickory,
Yeah,
and I'm putting that some bitch in the wall every single time because
I
I'm
believe that.
pulling just like I did in real life. As soon as you hit the gas, that thing skirts out, and if you try to correct it, you're going head on into the wall.
You can't drive a rear wheel drive on there either, can you?
I can drive the hell out of that mini stock.
Well, yeah.
Those you got to get back on there just for the mini stocks because
Oh
they're
man,
so much fun.
I've been wanting to. I need to build me another computer. Well, actually, I just need to use this computer for that and build me another computer for graphic design and stuff. I got to upgrade this one anyway, so I may just build a whole nother one.
Yeah, you should do it. They
If I
really
had,
need to fix the mini stocks because they're horribly unrealistic.
yeah.
They got
Well,
way too much grip. They're basically like a stock four. You throw them in sideways, you're Tokyo drifting around the whole turn, but they're so much fun.
oh, well, I hope they don't fix them then. That sounds fun.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So, what'd you do this last week?
Shoot, I've been working. It's
Working.
my busy season.
Yeah, I guess. You know, I guess Hank Hill gets a little busy this time of year.
Yep. Propane and propane accessories.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
The old people see it's going to be cold in 2 weeks and they say, I need it now.
yeah.
My tank's at 70%, but I might run out.
I
Sure,
believe that.
Granny.
I believe that. No doubt. Um, do anything fun this past weekend? Yeah, I mean, I know you didn't go to any races because you don't do that.
No, I got drunk at Timmy's house watching the Eagles game. That's about it.
Yeah, listen, I wish I'd have got drunk. That's the only way I could have watched the Eagles game. Okay, as a Rams fan, that was not a good time.
Look, I'm glad. I'm just glad. It seems like they're going the opposite of last year. Even though they were winning games, it was still rocky at first. They were barely scooting by. It seems like they're heating up now.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, I remember, telling you what I thought of your coach and how bad I thought the Eagles were, and damn, they flipped it around.
Yeah, thank God. Hopefully, they'll figure something out.
Yeah,
We
no,
can
no
try to
doubt.
beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, good luck on that because that's a tall task, no matter how good you are or how lucky you get.
Yeah, it's hard to play against Taylor Swift and the Pfizer boy, and
Jesus.
Kermit the Frog. It's a tough team.
Kermit the Frog. Jesus. I mean, he really does sound like Kermit the Frog.
He does.
Anyways, racing related. Florence had the South Carolina 400 this past weekend. You might have heard about it. Like some famous guy was down there trying to make the race.
I heard it's some old washed up guy,
I
and he
mean,
qualified horrible.
yeah, qualified horrible. Had to get a provisional to make the show. Of course, we're talking about Dale Jr. In the red Bud 8 car. And I mean, if you're listening to this podcast, you probably already knew that because, I mean, you'd have to be living under a rock to be involved in racing in any way, shape, or form and not know about all that.
No, when Junior made his announcement and revealed the Bud 8 car, I saw WSLS posted it. It was like, hey, everybody was into that.
Yep.
Everybody loved the old Bud 8.
Oh yeah. I mean, Dale Jr. is just such a polarizing figure, anyways, and in a good way. You like Donald Trump's a polarizing figure, but not really in a good way. Like he polarizes people to hate him. Dale Jr. polarizes people to love him. So, but he took a provisional, and then man, he ran all the way up to second place. I mean, I'll be honest with you, if he hadn't ran out of gas or whatever happened to his car there that took him out of the race, he might have won that thing.
Yeah, from what I've seen, he was back killing it. Although his own spotter on the Dale Jr. download today said he didn't think he was going to catch what's his face, Canadian
Trayton Lapsovich.
Yeah, they didn't think he was going to catch him, but he would have still probably finished second if he hadn't had fuel pump issues or whatever was going on. But
yeah, well, I mean, starting, whatever he did, 35th, whatever it was. I mean, having a chance to win is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't know if you listened to it.
I haven't yet.
I recommend going. He breaks it down to how he screwed up his whole qualifying run, and
yeah,
it got them all in his head. But it's because they changed the chip out on the car. He said he was so used to hitting the chip, and then he didn't hit it, and it threw him off, and he screwed it all up.
Oh, I can believe that. I mean, those guys use that chip for everything in late model stock car racing now. So I believe that.
Yeah, I can imagine how when I first got in Wes's automatic car.
Yeah,
that's how I knew it was the right time to let off, because you would hit the box twice and then you'd be like, all right, let off. So I can only imagine.
Yeah. I mean, the same principle applies for sure. Yeah, good run for Dale Jr. A lot of eyes on that deal. A lot of people trying to watch it on streaming. That didn't work out too good. Florence, I guess they do their own equipment and they do their own, streaming with Flow, and man, that didn't come out too good. It was it looked like Mike Tyson's butt.
Look, I got to go on a mini rant here. I'm tired of people poo-pooing on Flow. All right, they're not. They weren't built for that.
You listen. I don't even know how you can even have a conversation about Flow.
I know all about it.
Yeah, you know all about something you don't even have.
Yeah, but I know all about it.
Yeah, well,
you know all about race cars. You don't have one of them.
I really don't know all about race cars. I know just enough to get my ignorant ass by. Okay.
I'm just saying, Flow. It's a smaller. It's not like ESPN.
No, it's
I
not.
think they severely underestimated the amount of people that were going to be trying to watch that.
I don't think that was the problem. I think it was an internet infrastructure problem at the racetrack. I think I don't know if they were. I don't know what they were using, but Tony Stevens, who owns Pit Road TV, like he's got this thing, and I'm sure it's normal for people in streaming. He's got this thing that has like multiple different cell phone companies, and it just grabs the best one, and uses it. Plus I think he has Starlink and some other options, plus the track's internet, and I don't think they had fiber there, or maybe they did and it was crappy or whatever. That was not a too many people problem. That was and it could have been a too many people at the track, because I don't know what they were using. If they were using one cell phone company, well, that's not a good thing, because I can tell you, I went to Greenville Pickens one time, and they had a really good crowd for a race. Might have been an ARCA East race or an ARCA race or whatever it was, and they had so many people there that when I went to use my cell phone because I was doing updates for Race 22. When I went to use my cell phone, like it just wouldn't do anything. It's
Yeah.
not going anywhere. You couldn't use the internet for anything because it's just overloaded. And I think so. I think it was more of a too many people. It could have been too many people on the property there and in the immediate area, causing the problems that they had. Which I mean, I really ain't crapping on them. It looked like shit. I mean, it just did, and I mean that's all it is. And I mean, I didn't really. I mean, I love Flow as somebody watching it. I hate it as a racetrack, promoter. That's a whole nother conversation. But um, you know, they did the best they could under the circumstances they had. And I mean, shout out to James Pike for carrying that broadcast there at the end. They had two guys in the tower. Eric Brennan was one of them. I don't know who the other one was. And James Pike was on pit road. Well, he had to carry the whole thing. I guess when it went out, whatever happened, it went out. They didn't have nothing left up top. They couldn't get the audio from up top. They could only get the audio from his mic down in the pits, and I guess they just rolled with that. And he did a great job, actually. He probably did as good or better a job as they were going to do in the tower, which is really impressive from pit road.
Hey, I mean, obviously you don't want that kind of thing to happen, but I feel like it's almost a good problem to have. That
Yeah,
there's so many people there and there were so many people trying to watch that it was screwing everything up.
yeah, yeah. I can tell you from experience though, when you have a big event, you want everything to go just perfect, man.
Yeah.
And
It never does though.
things like that drive you insane. Like the first big race I ever had at Franklin County in 2013, um, the lights went out on the back straightaway a
Mm.
couple times. The next, listen, that's happened multiple times. The next time when we had the first Buster Carroll Memorial, we had a huge crowd, a lot of people in the pits, just a beautiful night, perfect scenario, man. Everything's going just right, and then the lights go out.
Didn't that happen one time this year?
Oh yeah, the power went out this year. Power surged this year, and it takes 15 or 20 minutes to get the lights back up. Um, it just it happens. We don't have any backups in place there. And it's hard to have backups in place there. But um, you know, it happens. It happens. Those problems happen, and I mean, Florence did a great job. It looked like for that event. I mean, had a lot of cars, a lot of people, a lot of everything. Pit road was jam packed with people. I mean, ain't no telling how many race fans went and bought those $80 pit passes just so they could try to get close to Dale Jr.
Yeah.
So
When I saw, obviously I was doing other stuff, I wasn't watching it. But
yeah,
when I saw at 3 o'clock that they posted the pits are full, everything's full,
yeah,
that we can't fit no more people, I was like, holy hell.
yeah,
I mean, obviously anything where Dale Jr. shows up like that,
yeah.
you expect it to do well, but was I expecting it to sell out like that early? No.
It just goes to show you that if he chose to, he could prop up every asphalt track in America, every dirt track too, probably. I mean, dirt people would come out to see him. But I mean, certainly he could prop up every asphalt track by making one, trip to each track, even if he did, you know, different years. I mean, you can make some serious money, Dale Jr. being there.
Yeah, and I love the fact that when you listen to him, he's kind of oblivious to it. Like
Yeah,
you compared him and Trump. Trump knows exactly what he's doing and how
yeah,
people feel about him.
yeah,
I feel like Dale Jr. like he knows the deal, but at the same time, he feels like he's just one of the guys down
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And you're like, Dale, no, you're not.
And they
Like,
say that's
look at you. There's 12 kids crying right there because they want to talk to you. I mean, come on.
right. I mean, they say that he acts like that, too. They said he just walks up to all the drivers and starts talking to them just randomly, like he's just another race car driver, and he is, but he isn't. He carries a much bigger steering wheel than they do, so to speak.
I mean, that's how a lot of them guys are, though. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, in other professions, I haven't met a lot of famous people, but
yeah, yeah.
the few famous race car guys I've met, they've all seemed really cool
Oh
and
yeah, yeah. I mean,
just
we've talked
just
about it
like a
on here.
normal guy, like Jeremy Mayfield. Walk right
Yeah,
up to me, start talking to me about
yeah,
random crap. He ate a burrito down the road, whatever. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. Right, Ryan Newman, man. I mean, just down to earth, normal guy.
That really, I was standing there with you when he pulled up on race day, and he was like, "Where's that barbecue at?" He didn't
Yeah.
care nothing about racing. Didn't
No.
care nothing about. He just wanted some of that damn barbecue.
Yep. 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 He had when he come to test, he asked me if the barbecue was going to be there, and they weren't going to be there, so I had to call him and tell him to come. I was like, Ryan Newman would really like if y'all come. Oh yeah, we'll come. So
Did they come?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What? I thought they didn't show up.
No, I'm pretty sure they did show up that race. There was another race they didn't show up. Actually, maybe they didn't show up that day.
I was getting ready to say because
I don't know, man.
I probably would have sent somebody over there to get me some of that damn
All
barbecue.
these damn races from this past year and the past 4 years just run together. I couldn't tell you what year is what. I don't know. But I remember reaching out to them and telling them to come. Yeah, no, they did come. They ended up coming. They were parked over in the middle. They weren't there yet when he got there.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, they did come. They did come. Yeah,
I wish I had known.
yeah. Well, I mean, every now and then, just look up from your Pepsi can and look around, see if there's anything different.
Look, my big ass needed some food.
Well,
Next time, I'm gonna need you to start making announcements on the microphone to me.
yeah. I mean, no dusty dogs. So stay away from those.
R.I.P. to the Dusty Golds.
From the Florence race, a couple other things. Carson Loftin, first ride out. I think we talked about him last week on the podcast. About being his first ride in the Nelson Motorsports car. Winner at Franklin County this year in the Smart Tour. Man, he did pretty good. I mean, he didn't qualify worth a crap either. Him and Dale Jr. were back there, fiddle farting around back in the back of the field. But they didn't stay there. Carson, I think, finished fifth. Got by the fifth place car on the final lap. So he had a good outing for his first one.
Yeah, and he got out and he said these cars are slow as hell.
No, I
So I'm
guarantee it.
back in a modified.
I, I guarantee it. Yeah, I mean, and they are. I mean, comparatively, I mean, they are for sure. Did you catch? Did you catch video of the fight?
I did just that one clip that's been going around.
That's
That's what
it.
I've
That's all
seen.
there is. That's
Yeah,
all there is.
that's what I've seen.
Yeah, yeah. Needless to say, Flo didn't catch it, and even if they did, you wouldn't have been able to see it. So,
What was the story behind that one?
do you know who Connor Jones is?
Yeah, I mean I've heard of him, and I don't know a whole lot
Well,
about him, but
I mean, he got suspended from NASCAR this year for wrecking Matt Mills intentionally and hurting him at, I don't know, Talladega or California. I don't know, one of them tracks. He's just, I ain't gonna say anything bad about him. I like the kid, but man, he's got to get his shit together.
what was he got a little temper on him,
He's
like to
he's
wreck people?
Yes, he's got an extreme temper, and Mason Diaz was the other one in the fight there, and Mason basically just said that that Connor, him and Connor got together a little bit. He let Connor gather the car up, and then later on he passed him, and then under caution he doored him. Connor doored him, and then wrecked him right there on the front straightaway, and then he's sitting there cussing him and shooting him in the middle finger. So he just got out and just went to town throwing punches.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm a-okay with fights like that.
That's the great thing about racing is it's a self-policing sport.
It is. It is.
Most of the time, you don't have to do no suspensions or whatever. A lot of times, it'll be handled right then and there.
And the best part about that fight was nobody else got involved. There were no crew members throwing punches, which should never happen. They throw
No
punches to each
wrenches.
other. Yeah, no, Jesus, no wrenches. Yeah, nobody got hit in the knee.
I wish it was more like. Hey, I wish people were cool enough. The crew members just stood aside and be like, "Let them go at it for a minute, and then
Yeah,
we'll get it."
yeah, just
They
pull them
always
off
jump
at that
in
point.
too early.
No, they do. They try to. Well, they try to get in and start it. To be honest with you, they get started before the driver can even get going.
That's what I'm saying. Let the drivers go at it for a good 5-10 seconds, and then jump in there.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. Or don't jump in, just pull them apart. Don't let them hurt each other. Just pull them apart.
Either
So,
way,
yep. Did you? I guess that's all from Florence. I mean, I can't think of anything else that happened really that matters. Did you see the Bowman Gray modified race during the Clash weekend?
I did see that. And then
125
I was
laps, I
thinking
believe.
about getting tickets, and then what was it? Just a short while later, they said sold out.
I don't think they're sold out for that day. You could go to the modified race.
Oh, they're still open for
Yeah,
that day. Is
I
that the
think
only
it's
thing that's going on that day?
they may have some cup practice or something. Maybe I'm not sure. Um, but I think it's like $22 for that race.
You might have to give me a ticket. I wanted to go down there one time this past year, but I never made it down there.
Yeah, yeah.
Never been to a race at the old Madhouse.
I've been there. Not something I enjoyed. Wasn't a great night. I went to like a season opener one year and I picked the wrong race to go to. Season opener is not the one. If you want to go to a race, pick somewhere in late July, early, August when they've decided they've had enough of one another and they just want to tear each other up. From an entertainment standpoint, that's when to go.
Look, I mean, I don't think it's a secret that all these people go to Bowman Gray for the great racing.
No, they'll
I
tell you
think
they
that
do. Oh, we go to Bowman Gray because the sportsman race is great. You ain't seen racing like this here. I'm like, bullshit,
sure,
man.
buddy. And then first and second is having the best clean but hard nosed battle, and they're over there at the concession stand getting a beer and some popcorn.
Yeah, waiting on the fight in the stands to break out.
Yeah, it's like the age old went to a fight and a race broke out.
For sure. For sure. All right, I got a little game for us to play, okay? See who can come up
Okay.
with the best. See who can come up with the best Thanksgiving dinner, okay? Basically, it's like a draft, like the NFL draft, okay? So,
Do 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 do
who's going
do.
to go first here? That's the question. I'll let you go first.
I'm confused. We're just naming stuff out.
You're just going to pick one food that you want for your Thanksgiving. Since it's Thanksgiving week, man. We're doing this show a day early and it's Thanksgiving week. Um, you know,
Hold on. So how does this work? We can't pick the same thing,
nope, can't pick the same things.
and
It's a
I get
draft,
first pick.
You get first pick, yeah.
I'm taking mac and cheese.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about that. Okay, I thought about that earlier, and I thought I thought, man, I'll just go with a side that I like, and then I was like, man, I ain't going with no dang side, man, because I don't want to miss out on the meat. I mean, because if I give you the first two and you get two meats, I mean, that's terrible, you know.
I mean, I do love all the ham and the turkey
Yeah.
and stuff, but look, you only get so much of that. The sides are what makes Thanksgiving, man.
Oh, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. I'm going turkey though for my first pick. No questions
Take
asked.
turkey.
Yeah, and
Well, then
I guess we got to kind of define the rules here. Does that include, because most people make the stuffing, inside. Does that include stuffing and
I
all
feel
that?
like stuffing is separate.
Okay, okay, so it's separate. All right,
I'm taking mashed potatoes, dog.
dude, you're still. I should have
I'm
went.
taking all the sides. You ain't getting none of them.
Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the ham then, so you ain't getting no meat.
Look, see, this is like fantasy football. You don't draft a quarterback till late.
Yeah, well, I do. So,
That's mistake number one. You done got two quarterbacks, and I'm getting all the playmakers.
yeah, yeah. All
Because
right. Well,
next, I'm taking green beans.
yeah, you can have them.
Oh, I love some green beans.
Yeah. Hot man. That's a hard one, man.
See, I done took all the good stuff. Now you just left with a ham and turkey.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I'll I guess I'll take the gravy just so you don't get none with your mashed potatoes.
I don't like gravy on my mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
Checkmate.
you're a weird bird there, buddy.
No, I'm a plain Jane mashed. I do love some turkey on the gravy or turkey on the gravy. I love turkey on the gravy.
Yeah, I do too.
Um, what else? Yeah, I eat like a 6-year-old child.
I can tell you want some corn dog nuggets to go with this or what?
That's a sensitive subject. Okay, I tried to sell those. They do not sell at the concession stand.
I tell you, they would sell great at the racetrack. We've literally had people ask for them.
I thought it'd be great. Nobody wanted them.
Yeah, I think the haunted house is the hard part for that. But anyways, all right, give me your fourth item here, and we're gonna
I
let the
don't know if this
fans
is a
decide
common.
who's got the best meal. Okay,
All right, fair enough. I don't know if this is a common thing or if it's just my family.
Yeah,
We always have Hawaiian rolls to make the
yeah,
little ham sandwiches. I'm taking the Hawaiian rolls just so
yeah,
you can't have them.
yeah. Well, I'm glad you defined it as Hawaiian rolls and not just rolls, so I'd still get bread. It's okay.
No,
Yeah, you listen.
you
You the one
can't
that
do
said
that.
Hawaiian, not me, not me.
All right, take it. Take my draft pick back.
No, can't take it back. I'm gonna
Send it
take the
back.
stuffing now.
You're going with stuffing.
Yep, taking
So
it.
you made that whole point and then you didn't even take roll.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, you can. You if you want to use up one for that, you can. Go ahead.
Oh no, because I don't even like regular rolls. I
Yeah.
just like Hawaiian rolls.
All right. What do you got next?
What's some other sides?
I mean, you're doing great on sides here, but you got nothing. You got no main courses here, man.
Oh, there's like two and they're gone.
Well, that wasn't very smart, was it?
I'll trade you green beans for ham.
I'll trade you ham and for mashed potatoes. Okay.
No, I ain't doing that. Gotta
Well,
have the mashed potatoes.
I mean, whatever.
If this is just a competition,
Yeah, we gotta listen. We gotta let the listeners decide. When we post
well,
the
I'm gonna start
podcast.
taking things that I don't actually like, but other people do.
Oh, well, see, I'm not doing that. I'm taking all the things I like, and I'd like to share some from your table.
I already got what I like. You took the other two things I like. I'm taking the what's the shitty stuff? The cranberry sauce.
Oh
Ugh,
God.
gross, but people love it.
Oh God, man. You're digging deep here, bud.
I can't stand that stuff. I don't even think we have that at our house.
No, my wife likes it, so I don't eat that crap though.
Mm-mm.
I don't eat that crap. I'm trying to think of what other, Thanksgiving. I got to pull it up on the internet here. What Thanksgiving items?
See, we have a whole smorgasbord, but I only eat like five things, so we already done listed them all.
Oh man. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead since you did that. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the pies. All of them.
No, you
All
can't
of
do
them,
that.
dog. All of them.
You can't do that. You got to pick
Listen,
one
I
damn
didn't
pie.
say a particular pie. I said pies. So I'm taking them all.
You can't say pies. You
Oh,
got
I
to
can
pick
too.
a pie.
Nope. All of
Well,
them.
then you could have just said meat at the beginning.
No, no, because because people know the two
See,
meats that there are.
see,
So
no, see, you're trying to break your own rules.
now, listen, listen. It's just like the racetrack. You're never going to
Yeah,
win that
you're good
argument.
at
Okay,
that.
you're never going to win that argument.
You're gonna change your own. You go write it up in the rules as we're talking.
Yeah, I'm going on. I'm going on the rules page and changing this right now.
Uh, I don't know. I'm kind of out of ideas. Yams? Do people eat those? Isn't that a thing
I, I don't
with the
know,
marshmallows on top?
but I don't even know what that is. So, um, you can go with that.
Yeah,
But
we
you,
know your big ass ain't never heard of a yam.
I don't. I don't. I mean, is that like a fruit or a vegetable or I
Like
don't
a
know what that
carrot
is.
looking thing. I don't know.
Oh, I think I've seen one of those
I
before.
tasted it. What they put marshmallows on top.
I thought that was sweet potatoes.
It might be.
I, I don't really know.
I don't know.
I don't really know.
We're gonna
I'm.
get 1,000 angry comments
Oh, we
from
probably missed
yam
some stuff.
and or sweet potato lovers.
Yeah, well, and we probably missed some stuff that people really like. I'm gonna go with an item, and we got to limit this at some point, but I'm gonna go with an item that you've probably never had in your life. Okay, I mean, actually, I know because of the second word in it, you've never had it.
What is?
It's Mexican salad.
What the hell is that?
It's this salad with lettuce and cucumbers and um, it's got Catalina dressing and you
It
put
sounds like a
listen
regular salad. What?
you you put either Doritos or barbecue corn chips in it. Dude, it's amazing. It's something that my aunt made when I was a kid, and I love it now. I have my wife make it every year.
Well, tell your aunt and your wife. I think that's pretty un-American.
Well, I mean, listen, I eat at the Mexican restaurant so much that I mean, I don't even know why we're celebrating Thanksgiving. Okay,
Look, Mexican food is acceptable 364 days out of the year.
So on Christmas too?
Sure.
I mean, okay. Well,
Christmas is kind of a free for all. Some people go to the Chinese restaurant. I know people that go to like IHOP, or is that Thanksgiving? I don't know.
I don't know.
Either way.
There's a lot of places open on Thanksgiving though.
All right. Well, then did you take stuffing?
Yeah, I already got stuff.
I didn't think you did.
Yeah, it was my fourth item. Yep. All right, you got one more left. We'll
No,
get
I'm
each go
pretty
one more item
sure.
here.
I'm pretty sure we discussed it.
What?
I'm gonna have to listen to the replay on this one.
Well, listen, I read you off. Your items. Your items.
Yeah,
Are
but
mac
you
and cheese,
said
mashed
it's the
potatoes. Hold on.
turkey, and I said I think it's separate.
It is. It's my fourth item.
I don't remember you saying that.
Here,
Here you
hold
are.
on. Hold on. Let me show you. Can you read? I got them wrote down.
I can't read that damn chicken scratch. I think you're a cheater. You're taking it. All right, fine. I'm taking drinks. How about that?
I mean, that is a good one. I'm gonna be pretty
Yeah,
thirsty.
can't have dinner without the drinks. I took them all.
I mean, the good thing is I still have tap water. Okay.
No, that's a drink.
No, it's not. It's
Do
just
you
water
drink
from the
it?
tap.
Are you going to use it to drink?
I am. I am.
That's a drink. You can't take it.
Oh my god. All right, you going non-alcohol or alcohol here?
All.
Oh my god. Come
But
on.
if I had to choose one, you know which one I'm picking.
Oh,
okay. Thanksgiving is the biggest drinking holiday of the year.
Yeah, and I don't drink a drop, so
I'm excited for tomorrow, Blackout Wednesday, boys.
Black.
Come see me in the general admission at the hockey game. I will be plastered.
I'm glad we decided to do this show tonight.
Oh yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be useless. I didn't even think about that until you messaged me, and I was like, yeah, Wednesday's not a good day for me.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with roasted Brussels sprouts.
Who eats roasted Brussels sprouts?
I tell you what, you ain't never had if you've never had mine, which you haven't. You ain't never had Brussels sprouts, so they're good
I know
stuff.
I tried it once and it tasted like dirt.
Oh yeah, listen, I've had some that I was like, oh my god, I don't. If I'd have had this first, I'd have never because I made it for myself the first time I ever made it. What'd you miss out on?
Deviled eggs.
Oh my god, I can't believe you missed out on that.
We forgot the deviled eggs.
Damn it, fools. All right. Listen, I'm going to read off the items so people know when they go on there and they listen. You got mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, green beans, Hawaiian rolls, cranberry sauce, yams. I don't know about that one. And drinks. Okay. I've got turkey, which is going to be real dry without the drinks. Okay. Ham, gravy, stuffing. I guess I'm going to have to drink the damn gravy. Okay.
That counts
Pies.
as a drink. You can't drink it.
Pies, Mexican salad, and Brussels sprouts. So we're gonna see if anybody actually listens to this podcast. We're gonna find out, and they're gonna tell us, who's got the best one here. So,
most of our listeners have probably gave up by this point.
Yeah, they were probably like, these two fat asses are sitting here talking about
They're like,
Thanksgiving dinner.
Talking about food.
Jesus, man. Listen, if you have made it to this point, in the words of Pat McAfee, this show sucks, but we appreciate you listening. Okay.
Shout out my boy Pat.
Yeah. He's the man. All right, I guess now be a good time to. You got any rumors? You got any news? You got anything going on? Anything you heard? Anything you could make up here while I'm sitting here talking? Whatever.
Well, we broke the news to open the show,
God.
so that news is over. I haven't heard any good rumors. Like we were discussing before we started recording, I don't really talk to a whole lot of people.
I can tell. I mean, literally. I mean, Lauren don't even like you anymore. I mean, Jesus, man. I mean, what the heck? I mean, you are not. That was the funniest comment out of that whole thread the other day. You are not friends with benefits. We found that out.
Oh well.
I mean, you are a friend, just not a friend with benefits.
Technically, I am because he gave me his meat on several occasions. So, what do you call that?
Oh man, well that's.
Lauren loves me. He just wants to pretend like he don't.
There's some things we could call that, but they are you find Theo Vaughn will probably talk about those, not us.
Look,
I tell you what, that dude's hilarious, man. I was listening to a clip from that idiot today. Holy smokes!
I have to take Theo in segments.
Oh yeah, I do too. I only
I
listen to him
can't
on
ever
TikTok.
listen
Okay.
to a full podcast
Oh
because I
my
get an hour in and I'm like, dude, what are you talking about?
well, I can't. I've never tried to listen to him in a full, deal because my IQ drops when I listen to him in like 30-second clips. But
I
he's
was
hilarious.
disappointed. We went to see him when he came to Roanoke, and yeah, I think he was working on material.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he was trying some stuff out, but he had some joke. I don't even half remember. It was about some dude named Randall, and he for literally 30 seconds straight, he just kept going, "Damn, Randall," and I was like, "All right, we get it."
Jeez. Oh Lord. Um, ain't seen no update on Franklin County. Have you?
No, other than some mysterious presence keeps
Yeah.
posting on the Facebook page, even though we're unsure what's going on with the track. So
All I'll say about that is, and I have several people ask me, say, why are you posting now? You must be, doing something. I'm not necessarily, like I said earlier, I've had zero conversations. But there's a reason for what I'm doing, and I'll talk about it later. Not doing that now.
yeah, I'm aware of the.
Well, you're only aware of part of it. I'll
I
tell you the
figured
whole thing eventually.
I figured there was a route you were trying to take,
Oh, it is. It is.
but
It
you
certainly
should have
is.
pretended like it wasn't you.
I know. I really should have.
It just kept going and be like, "Look, man, I don't know who's doing this."
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got to throw in a meme about yourself every once in a while, so you can be like, "See."
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah, the problem is the way I respond to people, even through the tracks, handle, they know who it is. So, yeah, but no update there. You know, see what happens. One of these weeks we're gonna have an update, other than your line at the beginning.
That'll be a Christmas gift.
Let's hope it don't wait that long. It needs to happen. Like somebody needs to do something like in the next couple of weeks. So, Thanksgiving Classic coming up this weekend, Southern National Motorsports Park. You going down?
I don't know, probably not. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
Did you really say I don't know? You could have
I
just
did.
stopped
I
with
didn't want
that.
to rudely say no, but
Yeah.
no, I
Yeah.
ain't.
They got 55 Legends cars for that race this weekend.
How?
Because they got that 25K coming up the week after. So all them guys are down there getting ready for it in this, $300 race or whatever it pays. I don't know.
Are they going to heat race them, or are they just going to throw them all out there and let them go?
That's a good question. I really don't know. I haven't looked to see. I'm going to be there this weekend, but I haven't looked to see.
I'd say do 40. Cut them off at 40 and let them go.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little.
Southern National, it's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a bit bigger than Franklin County. So I mean, turn them loose. Go 55. I mean, they had one in the fence last year, the year before, and they had to cut it out of the fence last year. So I mean, let them turn them loose. It'll be exciting and entertaining.
Hey, that's a good fence.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought.
It's a good catch fence.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm still waiting on a promoter to grow some cojones and do a 3-wide start, especially
Uh,
with some legends. Let's see some action.
you're gonna need some drivers with cojones, not the promoter. Okay, it ain't nothing for the promoter. It's gonna be something for the drivers. Okay. Um. All right. I got another little thing. We're gonna and I'm gonna let you answer. I'm gonna have to help you on some of these, but so we'll go another game called Likely or Unlikely. I picked this up off of some sports show this morning or yesterday or day before yesterday or whenever the hell it was. I don't know. I'll throw you an easy one to start with, okay? And you're just answering if it's more likely or more unlikely that it's going to happen, right?
Yep,
Okay. Franklin County opens 2025.
likely. For how long is the question?
Pulaski County opens ever for racing again.
Ever? I'd say likely.
I'm going to go likely for the first one. And the further I get into the process of talking to people and trying to work something out with Pulaski, I don't know, man. I don't. And I should rephrase that question. It should be they open for weekly racing or, a weekly style of racing, whether it's bi-weekly, monthly, whatever it is. I'm not sure that ever happens again. I don't know. I just don't have a good feeling. That's something we
Stupid.
can.
This is what happens when you let the government get involved.
I mean, and that's the problem. I mean, like right now, it's the red tape that's the problem. I mean, it really is. Um, I don't know.
I don't understand it. What red tape? Put some rednecks out there. Let them go at it.
Yeah, yeah. Next one. Smart Tour makes a stop at either track in 2025. Did
Unlikely.
you say unlikely?
Unlikely.
Unlikely. I'm going to go with likely.
Why?
I don't know, man. You just never know what could happen.
You just got a feeling.
The tour wants to be at Franklin County. Chris Williams, we sat with him. He told us, how much he loves Franklin County.
You can tell by the way he talks that he really wants to race there.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I mean, you could also tell by the way he talked, he really didn't want two races there, but that's a whole nother story. All right, here's you a good one, okay? We talked about Dale Jr. earlier. Dale Jr. wins a late model race in 2025. Likely or unlikely?
If you'd asked me before this past race, I would have said unlikely. But after his performance, I don't know.
I mean, he's in.
I'll say
exceptional
likely because
equipment.
Junior's my boy.
Yeah. Well, he's not my boy, but I'm going likely. Okay. I really feel like the equipment he's in, if he just gets in the right race, it's probably not going to happen in one of these big races. But if he gets into the right race, I could see it happening. And one of those car store races that I'm hearing that he's going to run next year, I could see it happening.
He said on the podcast today he playing right now. The plan was like 5 races.
Yeah,
and that he is only racing on tracks that's got like, for lack of a better term, shitty surfaces.
Oh, 100%.
So that way you have to manage your tires. And
I have been told that Franklin County is one of his bucket list racetracks. I hope that happens. I hope I'm the promoter and I get to handle all the cash that comes in that day. But if I'm not, I just hope I get to. I hope it happens. Period. I hope somebody gets to experience that.
yeah.
All right. Carson Loftin wins multiple races in 2025. Likely or unlikely?
I'd say likely.
I'd
I mean,
say
after his showing already, he's in the top 5.
yeah.
He'll get him a couple.
I'd say unquestionably the car he's in, the caliber driver he is, the caliber of team that he's with, the caliber of crew chief that he has. No questions asked. All right. We talked about this last week. Lonesome Pine, are they likely or unlikely to increase the car count by the decisions they made? Now, you know my opinion, but my opinion don't mean anything. The racers may have it.
I'd say unlikely.
I say likely. I don't know by how much, but I say likely. One of the things that I've people have just randomly talked to me about, and I haven't really asked anybody. But it's that South Boston may combine their limiteds and late models. I mean, do you find that likely to happen or unlikely to happen?
Did I lose you there for a second?
No, I'm here.
Oh,
Did you miss?
I got
Did you miss the
my phone
question?
in. It popped up and said low battery.
Oh my God! Did you miss the question?
No, I heard the question.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I don't know. South Boston seems to do all right.
Yeah.
But I'd say likely because that kind of seems the way every track is starting to kind of trend.
I say unlikely for 2025, but it will happen eventually.
Yeah.
We talked about Dominion last week and them going to the Virginia Racers as their top division. I mean, that hasn't come out as 100% fact, but I'm pretty sure it's 100% fact. With that said, that's kind of a downgrade from late models, kind of like the Super Street thing. 8-inch tires, all that stuff. Will the national championship contender compete at Dominion Raceway in 2025, or will he stick to late model stock tracks? Whoever that is.
I'd say those guys would probably stick to late model stock track.
So you say it's unlikely for them to visit Dominion?
Yeah, I'd say.
I'd say if Dominion's car count is what I think it could be, I think it's very likely they could go through there. All right, got two more for you, and we'll try to close this thing out. We're gonna. This is gonna be a somewhat hypothetical given the situation, but let's say I return to Franklin County, or somebody opens Franklin County. Okay, that's gonna do a halfway decent job. You know what I mean? Some untrained monkey, as you say, gets it
Yeah,
open. Okay. Will Keyshawn Clater repeat as Stock 4 champion?
unlikely.
I'm going to say that's unlikely too, and not because I don't think that he could. I just don't think that I don't think he'll be in position to. And I think he did everything he could do and put everything into that, and that was a lot. So, all right, final one. This one should be an easy one for you. I mean, I already know the answer. You're gonna give me the wrong answer, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. Okay. 2025, does Noah Hinchee come out of retirement to race?
Likely.
Very unlikely. Very unlikely.
What would you done if I said unlikely? Just threw you for a loop.
Listen, it probably would have stopped me, and I've been like,
You'd be like, does not compute.
I'd have been like, dude, he's telling the truth. I mean, he starts out the show with a lie and then ends one with the truth. That's great.
Two truths and a lie. Which one's which?
Oh, I know.
You'll never know.
I mean, funny enough, either one could become, a lie or the truth. Anyway, hopefully people enjoy that, bit of information. I mean, it's just our thoughts on things that could or may happen or may not happen. All right. I guess before we get out of here, let's have a final thing we're going to talk about here. What do you got for me? I told you to be ready. Give me something good.
I couldn't really think of nothing too good.
Oh my God.
But I gotta look here. I'll quote the first thing that comes to my head because I couldn't think of a funny one.
I mean, I didn't give you 2 days for this. I mean,
In the words of the great Pat McAfee, which is weird that I guess that's why I thought of it. Don't be a side chick catching main chick feelings. That's the quote of the day right there.
oh Lord.
See, that's a good one. That's good life advice.
Yeah. Well, my last thing. Hey, headed to Southern National this weekend. Excited to see some racing. Hoping that Noah Hinchee eventually gets back to a racetrack. I mean, that's my last thing right there.
Hey, it's my birthday on Friday. If somebody wants to buy me Flo as a present,
All right.
do what you will.
Listen, Kent Chrisley said that if we, give him some news on 2025, he'll buy it for you. So,
He got his news as soon as the show started.
hey, there you go. There you go. Maybe he'll accept that as and maybe he'll start. He'll send you some money for Flo, or he'll go ahead and gift you a subscription.
Yep. One could only hope.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I am sure. I have no idea how long we've been on here, but I am sure we have taken up way too much of people's time this week.
They clicked off 20 minutes ago.
Listen, probably 40 minutes ago, and we probably ain't been on here 38 minutes. But I have no idea what the time is. But anyways, I guess that'll do it for this episode of the Pit Chatter Podcast. We didn't even tell the people that it was the Pit Chatter Podcast when we started because of your ignorance.
They figured it out by now.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, given the fact that in order to get here, they would have to click on something that said Pit Chatter Podcast.
Yeah, it says the title in the video.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you, your family, and everybody listening. And I guess we'll be back next week. Same time around it. We'll record. Maybe we'll be back on Wednesday. Maybe we'll move to Tuesday, which was our original day, anyways. Or who knows? All right. We're out of here. See you.
No dusty dogs at Thanksgiving.